uh, it's November 28th. I just put out the second to last full disclosure where I basically tore into the awards show. Um, why am I putting this video up? I'm doing this to timestamp it. I'm going to privatize this video until after the January 23rd event. Um, so I can tell you this fucking thing is a work. Now, the only person who's going to know that it's a work is Larry Goodman. So I was genuinely upset about this awards thing. I think the fact that I wasn't consulted in the least. I think the fact that when I was asked by Larry and others, like, what do you think should happen? And I said, delay it a year. But then Naja talked all these people into fucking doing this thing and rushing it to the fucking gate when it's clearly not ready and it's clearly not organized and it's not being run by people who have ever put an event on. And it's fucking ridiculous. Um, and I was genuinely going to have nothing to do with it except to count the votes. I still counted the votes, by the way, by the time you're seeing this video. I counted them. I told Larry, like, you don't have time for that bullshit. And so I'll do it. Just don't fucking tell anybody that I'm doing it. And he said, oh, cool, cool, cool. So why did I do this work? One, because I still got it. Two, because um, I realized the only way that thing is going to go off, because I don't trust any of the people involved to do anything but half-ass that bullshit. That includes Naja, Tyreek, Gary Lamb, and all the rest. I don't think anybody's invested into making that thing a success. I don't think anybody's thought about how you're going to get people in the fucking door. I don't think anything's been thought of. And I think everybody, including Duke and all the rest, have been snowed by this idea of like, oh, this is a great thing. Again, it's this, like, working to do a thing without asking if they should. And they shouldn't. I think there's no way to sort of capture the sort of integrity and the fairness of what we've done. Just having us do the work on the front end and then having this bullshit award show thing, that doesn't make a thing work. But on the off chance that there was a chance it could work, I realized what this thing really needed was a fucking heel. That's me. And I knew the more that I just fucking kept poking and poking and poking and just going like, you guys ain't shit. You guys are going to fucking drop the ball. You guys are already falling apart. From what I've heard, Murder has already fucking stepped out of it because they didn't have his logo on the fucking thing or whatever the fuck. Basically, my goal is to force people to come together so they're going to show Steve what's up. Because my challenge is going to be this. And I'm going to put that out in the last full disclosure, the final full disclosure tomorrow. The challenge is I'm launching this vengeance only thing. And my thing is going to be like my shit by the time January 23rd rolls around is going to be way more successful than this fucking show ever could be. Um, Even though I think something will be lost if this awards thing tanks, at the end of the day, I fucking love Larry and I love Georgia wrestling history. And so we will just pick up where we left off. There'll be a little damage to fix, probably. That's sort of the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, the thing actually comes off, does well, and then we find a way to maintain it. By the way, I most certainly could have put this event on, and I certainly would put it on way. Naja and them are worried about like the bullshit trappings instead of the hardcore logistics. That's the weakness. I'm more of a logistics guy. Um, in any case, I'm going to put this thing up and I'm going to privatize it. And if you got worked, which you most certainly fucking did, I fucking rule.